Okie dokie. It's Monday. You know what that means. Class. It's time for the OTRSCentral Q&A. Hooray! Yeah, damn right. Hooray! Stop fapping off to your 5-star bingo hall matches and focus on this shit because it's more important, I guess. Anyways. Alright, so before I start off with the questions for today, I want to let you know that I want you guys to get wild and crazy for the Wednesday Q&A, the wacky Wednesday Q&A as I might call it for this week, and ask me the most insane, crazy, off-the-wall, wrestling-related questions you can think of. They could be funny, they could be sick, whatever the fuck, I don't care. You can ask me wacky, off-the-wall questions about me. Yeah, let's do that too. You know, let's have some fun. Heaven forbid. Wrestling business hasn't given it to us, so let's manufacture some, damn it, as a community of nerds. Who's with me? Well, even if you're not, I'm just going to pound it down your throat until you are. That's very WWE-like. Except I'll be more effective at what I do than what they do. Ah, righty then. All right, let's get going. Elias99 kicks off this Q&A by asking a fantastic question, or just a question that could or could not be fantastic. Has the IWC not noticed that AJ Lee was a part of the fappening? Was she? What the fuck was a fappening anyways? Is that the thing that the young kids were doing where they were leaking out the naked pictures? I mean, you know, it's a... No, I won't say that. I won't say anything about when that technically be classified as child pornography, having naked pictures of a 14-year-old girl. Oh, I said it anyways. No, they probably didn't notice, or they didn't make it known that they noticed because they were too busy fapping. Just saying. Internet community loves some AJ for whatever reason. Hey, whatever gets rocks off. Zero Cool 1389 wants to know. This is kind of off the wall. Well, not expected. What are your thoughts surrounding the death of Brandon Lee? Was it a freak accident, or is there more to it? Man, I didn't expect this type of 1993 based question to creep on in here. Crow FTW. You know, I'm one that likes to look for more to the story. I'm very cynical by nature, you know, but at the same point in time, I'm not going to sit there and convince myself that there's more to the story if I don't have, you know, some type of reasonable belief or evidence to say, hey, there may be more to the story. Brandon Lee's death could have been something that was, you know, more than an accident. It could have been complete, total negligence. I don't know. I would side maybe more so with the complete and total negligence. You know, I don't have a lot of evidence to indicate why somebody would want Brandon Lee dead. As a result, I won't go in that direction in terms of my thoughts of what happened. But I remember that, you know, that was way back when, over 2 decades ago. Holy shit. And, you know, that was big news at the time. You know, he died young, just like his dad did, and you know, in an entirely different yet almost equally tragic set of circumstances. And that was a big deal. You know, Brandon Lee was going to be, you know, in theory, a big star for years to come. It just never happened. Just as his flame was really starting to burn brightly, and the Crow was going to be, you know, his kind of emergence onto the scene, he was gone just like that. King Terry Jones, what was one thing you witnessed or experienced in life that you thought would never happen? Eh. The 2006 Chicago Bears being stupid enough to actually believe that Rex Grossman could lead them to a Super Bowl and win it, and sticking with him, and then even the following season, after clearly establishing that he just didn't have it, they continued to stick with him, and then they went pretty much another season with him. That was something I thought we'd never see happen. But that's kind of a chintzy thing. One thing I witnessed or experienced that I thought would never happen, seeing a black man, or a biracial man, I guess you'd say, be elected president of the United States. That'd be something I've witnessed or experienced, been a part of, that I thought would never, ever happen in this country during my lifetime, that's for sure. Let's see here. Cricket Sam 64. How selfish is Cody Rhodes for not supporting his brother Goldust? Now Stardust is teaming with him. Exactly. Where's Cody Rhodes? That's what I'd like to know. Good boy, EOB. Let's shuffle some shit up here. In this age of wrestling, do the indie wrestling companies, excuse me, in a much smaller scale play the role once held by the old territories? On a much smaller scale. Much smaller. And how strange is it that WWE is allowing Ambrose to be an edgy face instead of a pandering, watered-down good guy like the rest? It actually is very strange. Hope it continues. It's refreshing. That's for damn sure. Let's see here. Punk 21, do you still miss Justin King? Just because I don't talk about it, just because I don't reference it much, doesn't mean that the heart still doesn't long for the days that Justin King was reigning supreme over the Divas division. Period. Let's see here. Say too much. Hey, OTRSCentral. Elias Cepeda wrote the Lashley Yahoo article. Get mad at him for not doing his research to know what Impact Wrestling is. Oh, that's not a question. No, but what you tweeted here was pretty stupid nonetheless. So I guess I won't say stupid, but off base. Yeah, let's be kinder. Let's have a kinder, gentler, softer Schling Daddy for the rest of 2014. Fuck that. But off base, your comment is it the journalist's responsibility, or is it TNA's responsibility to make sure that when our website or news organization is featuring one of their talents, that they make sure that they're involved with it, so that way they make sure they get something fucking out of it? Why are you spinning shit? Why are you fucking defending TNA? They don't deserve it. Get it through your skull. No, it's incumbent upon Lashley in part to make sure that it's mentioned at some point in time, but most especially it is incumbent upon TNA to make sure that a TNA talent being interviewed for a freaking Yahoo article, make sure that the damn company's name is mentioned. This is something that you would not see the WWE fail to do. For all the stupid shit that WWE does that I talk about at great lengths, and don't you dare fucking say that I do not. In fact, I harp on it more and bitch about it more than I do with TNA's dumb shit. This is shit where you can specifically put the entire onus and the entire blame at the laps of Dixie Carter and TNA management. Period. Don't spin it, because you'll look like a jackass if you do. Stop blaming others. It's fucking dumb. Blame the company. They deserve it. Let's see here. King Terry Jones. Should John Cena versus Undertaker happen at WrestleMania 31, or is it too late? Too late now. You gonna have John Cena fucking retire him? If you're gonna do that at this point, you might as well just have Brock Lesnar beat Taker again at WrestleMania 31 and retire him that way. At least you can say the guy that ended the streak retired him as well. No, it's too late now. Fucking screw the pooch on that one. Here's the big uber monster money match that no other match could match. And that includes Rock Cena. Because I don't give a shit. Rock Cena was a huge attraction, especially heading into WrestleMania 28. But goddammit, kids, John Cena versus Undertaker is a bigger attraction. Oh, there's no doubt. There's no fucking doubt. That's the monster match that years from now I'll still be talking shit about the WWE never making sure it happened. Y2JX Gohan, should WrestleMania be free and on national TV like all the other major events like Fox, NBC, ABC, or CBS? If you could ensure that you either A, made so much money from the television deal that it could compensate for the loss of potential network subscriptions or pay-per-view buys, or B, you could ensure such a monster rating that the positives would far outweigh the negatives because you got so many new additional eyeballs onto your product, then you could maybe justify it. I don't know if I would do it with a WrestleMania. I might be willing to sacrifice once to do a SummerSlam. Maybe a SummerSlam, especially in the month of August. And the reason I say that is because you've got NFL preseason is just getting underway. You know, training camps are starting. You're starting to get some preseason games. But pretty much the only show in town from a sports standpoint in America, at least, that matters is baseball. And baseball doesn't matter that much. You know, NBA is still a couple months away. Hockey's still a little bit away. Not that that matters that much in this country, but it does to a certain degree. You know, you pretty much got baseball and golf. So, as a result, it wouldn't be the dumbest thing in the world to maybe do a SummerSlam one time to try it out. I think it would have to be Fox. Well, it couldn't be Fox if Fox has UFC. Dana White wouldn't sign off on that shit. It'd probably have to be NBC then, because it'd be part of the NBC Universal family. Fire, hire, or blacklist? Vince Russo, Jim Herd, or Jeff Jarrett? Fire Jim Herd, hire Vince Russo, blacklist Jeff Jarrett. There you go. Fair enough. Let's see here, Mr. Tuxedo. Who do you think was the greatest U.S. president in your lifetime? Frankly, that's not saying a whole hell of a lot, because the two that, since I was born in 81, so I was born during the first year of the Reagan administration. Actually, he'd only been in office a couple months when I was born. I don't really think there's been a great president during our lifetime. I think both Reagan and Clinton are pretty substantially overrated. However, with that said, I think from a overall picture and standpoint, Clinton would have to be the greatest U.S. president in my lifetime over the past 33 years. Yeah, in that, I don't even think it's close. Bush 43 was god awful bad for so many different reasons. Bush 41, I have a wide spectrum of thoughts on him depending on what the issue is. Reagan was incredibly overrated. He's a joke. I can't believe he's a hero of the conservative movement. Why? He never balanced a budget. I go on and on and on. A lot of things happened during Reagan's time that really, really set this country on a dangerous course in the 80s. I look at crony capitalism and what you might border on corporate fascism, crony fascism, if you will. A lot of that took place under Reagan. But I'd go Clinton. Because Obama hasn't been very good, hasn't been terrible. The people that say he's been terrible don't really have a lot of tangible, quality, credible evidence to back them up. But he hasn't been very good either. He really, really hasn't. Den Sidron, are you watching Monday Night Wars series on the WWE Network? No. And do you collect or own any wrestling DVDs? They're probably boxed up now as I'm getting ready to move. I don't have nearly as many as I did. I sold a lot of them, frankly. I just don't care as much as I used to. Tyler Ruthless, how would you book Dean Ambrose in 2015? You know what, honestly? I'm not going to pass a whole ton of judgment on the WWE because I like a lot of what they're doing with Ambrose's character at the moment. Now, I don't think everything is perfect, but I'm not asking for everything to be perfect. Just keep doing some of the same. Continue to let him be that edgy guy. Let him stand out. Let him be unique. Give him mic time. Let him be involved in really personal feuds. I don't have to do a ton that's different. Maybe at some point in time in 2015, I'd want to give him a title shot. Let's see here. Dick Old Bass. Who's your favorite diva of all time? Trish. Welly Kelly 235. Is Psycho Sid's injury the greatest heel turn in history? He got on the second rope because Johnny Hayes sent up son of a bitch. One of the 6'9", 330-pound, muscle-bound softball player to expand his offensive repertoire. And a WCW, who gives a shit, Sid 2001. Psycho Sid with the second rope boot around the fucking world. Snap, crackle, ah! Greatest heel turn in history. God bless Psycho Sid. Okay, so Wednesday, more crazy off-the-wall fun questions, wrestling, or questions for me about whatever the fuck. Ask me whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. Let's have fun on Wednesday with the Q&A. I'll see you later.